are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Always a treat to be in Scotland, Frank, and at one of the oldest golf clubs in the world, Royal Troon.
Yeah, it's getting close to 150 years old. It was first established all the way back in 1878. Actually, the original golf course only had 5 holes on it. But over the Open Championship roster, this has probably been the most successful, or provided the most success to American players. The last 6 Open Championship winners were all American.
Has one of the most famous holes in all of major championship golf, the 123-yard par 3 8th. It's known as the postage stamp, and one of the legends had a really nice moment there many years ago.
The late Gene Sarazen, the Squire, and had a little ace there, all televised too, and it was a great way to remember his phenomenal career.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's good. I like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. And ready to tee off here at the par 4, 391 yards second.
Yeah, it's not overly long. The biggest priority for the players is just avoiding the bunkers. All 11 of them, whether it be with your tee shot or the second hole. But at that modest length, it is very much a birdie hole.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Chance to get it close here. Frank, the Open Championship will be played at Royal Troon in 2016. It was first played back in 1923. What was first prize then?
A mere 75 pounds, so that equates to about $150 US. And just to give you an idea, the last time they played there, Rich, was back in 2004. When Todd Hamilton beat Ernie Els. He got a whopping 720,000 pounds. That's right. Nearly $1.5 million.
The money's nice, but every player would tell you, Frank, it is still all about that claret jug.
It is, and that's actually suited the Americans because since 1962, they've been to Troon 6 times, and 6 times the victor has been American.
Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
Here's the first par 5 on the golf course. It's the 4th hole. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Certainly one of the best opportunities on the front side. There's 3 bunkers, but really the one that you focus on is the one on the right. If you can carry that, that's certainly the one to take on, because that ball will kick a lot further down the fairway. And sometimes you can be left with just a mid-iron into this green.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Oh, this is right at it.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
It's no snack, though.
Beautiful touch. Nice putt. At the par 3 5th, ready to get this hole started.
Prevailing breeze once again should be coming from the water, which is on the right. That makes that tee shot a little bit more difficult because it pushes the ball to those 3 bunkers on the left side.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Moving on to hole number 6 here at Royal Troon. Frank, what are the golfers facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich. Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward, then try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that pop bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem. That club must have melted after that one.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
So 24 feet after that approach shot, Frank.
It's just outside what you'd think very makeable distance.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This hole's good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side, because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, here we are. All of 123 yards. It's a famous postage stamp hole.
It sits up there nice and proud. It's protected by 5 bunkers, but avoid the ones on the right. They're the deepest, all the way down on that right side.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, how does the front 9 finish up with this par 4?
Well, the par 4 ninth is called the Monk. It's not overly long, 423 yards, dogleg to the right. Just one bunker down the left to be avoided. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
See if he can clip this one perfectly, drive it in there from about 120 yards. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
good spot right there.
Center cut.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10. This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there, fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few birdies, really playing well at the closing stretch.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, you come to an Open Championship and you expect to hear the term gorse. You see it here on the 11th hole. If you do end up in the gorse, what can you possibly do to get out?
Well, anything you can. A lot of the times it's an unplayable lie, but if you remember back 2004, Ernie Els tried to play a ball when it was suspended about 3 feet off the ground and managed to flick it out of the sort of the thorny gorse.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt.
Birdie try again here today. And he has it for birdie.
Frank, break down the par 4 13th for us.
Another par 4 that bends to the right. Lots of undulation on this fairway. This is the first of 6 straight holes that head in the direction of the clubhouse. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here
Looks good. Chance to make a birdie.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
A good solid stroke there, no sign of nerves on that.
Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of this green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that. Second shot.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. So we'll tap in. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. But 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Not too bad, about 25 feet away.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Now the lone par 5 on the back 9, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer.
Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems.
Extra stroke at it after going into the water. Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water.
Come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated off line.
And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Finally, the 18th at Royal Troon. History, skill, nerves, bunkers, of course, and the clubhouse. Frank, they all come into play on this final hole.
Yeah, 3 bunkers down the left. It's not a case of hitting past those, it's avoiding them. And then if you avoid it too far to the right, there's one nicely placed about 300 yards off the tee that'll catch you there. So there's somehow you've got to craft a tee shot to miss all 4 of those bunkers.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. And that wraps up the 3rd round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present final round coverage of the Open Championship. Located in Troon, Scotland, founded in 1878, Royal Troon Golf Club playing host to the Open Championship 8 times and is slated to host its 9th major championship in 2016. I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports, and alongside me today, my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, you've played in the Open Championship on a couple of occasions here at Royal Troon. It's a golf course that features some breathtaking scenery, and it can also serve up some breathtaking golf.
True links golf course, Rich. Relatively soft start can certainly lull you into that false sense of security, and then the golf course really starts to open up. That homeward 9, often coming back into the prevailing breeze, is very much a stern test.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Makes the putt for a birdie. Frank, they call the 11th hole here at Royal Troon Railway. Maybe I'm being negative, but I think it should be called course because that's all I can see on this opening shot.
Gorse certainly comes into play right and left. The problem isn't bunkers here. At 490 yards, often it plays back into the breeze.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So the dominant performance continues.
We're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Back here on the bonny shores of Scotland at Royal Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank. On the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, Gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be avoided.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That will be a great look at birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Frank beginning to head towards home. This is the 13th of par 4.
Another dogleg right. Problem isn't really the tee shot here, even though there's undulations and mounds all over the fairway. Second shot's played uphill to an elevated green.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky. Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one.
On the tee here at 14, it's another par 3, Frank.
You don't get caught looking at the front of the green. That's where it's at its most narrow. Ideally, something that pitches just into the top of that mound.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll.
At the 15th, this par 4 is over 480 yards.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 260 yards gets you past that. If you find the fairway here, then you don't have to worry about the 3 bunkers that are short of this green.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Now the lone par 5 on the back nine, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is Renee. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow.
Smoked that one. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a little tap in here. Has his par. Frank, the right fairway bunker ruined Greg Norman's chance at the 1989 Open Championship here at Royal Troon.
Yeah, pulled out driver, and there's one bunker down the right side. Hit a perfect tee shot. What looked like it was perfect. Somehow it managed to run all the way down there and behind the lip. And, of course, the rest is history. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity to win the Open Championship.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.